Welcome in to the Bobby Drew Show and David's Nose.
What's up, everybody?
We are the Bobby Drew crew. If you're not subscribed to us, you're not following us, follow us. Join the why is the first question. But join the crew and be a part of everything that we got going on. We have a lot to talk about. There's a lot to cover. And some of us here, we have Brian. You can see it says the sports guy right there. Myself, Bobby Drew, fantasy football champ. And you will hear that until there is another champion. That's just the way it's going to be. I can go 0-8 next season to start. And you know what? I'm still the fantasy football champ. And then we have David. I think he's on this side. David's on this side. He is the funny guy. And we are glad that you are here. Now, when we start talking about these games, our schedules are all different. Some of us get to watch all the games. Some of us don't get to watch all the games. Some of us, we get to watch maybe one quarter here and there. So we all know a little bit different bits and pieces of what's going on. But, guys, we are not professionals. As you saw, you probably know more than we do, honestly, except Brian. Brian is a sports guy here. But we had a good weekend. I know down here in Florida, it was a little cool, but Brian, you guys are experiencing a whole different thing up that way.
Oh yeah.
What's the temperature today?
Today we were a balmy 12 degrees with a wind chill of -4, and we had a few inches of snow, and it's snowing again.
Oh, no, not here.
No,
no,
cold, right?
Not here at all.
It was a balmy 72 degrees today. I had to wear 2 shirts
Oh,
Freezing.
there you go. Super cold. But I also want to give props. So many of us were involved in our churches pretty heavily. And David preached an awesome message at our church on Sunday. He did a fantastic job. Round of applause. Golf claps. Golf claps.
It's all the
Good
Lord.
Good job on that. Well, Dave, we got some people in the comments here. We appreciate you watching. If you haven't shared, go ahead and share because we're going to be on here for at least, I don't know, at least an hour and 15 minutes, maybe even longer. We'll just see how much fun we have. But, man, it is the Wildcard Weekend. And, Brian, go ahead. Yeah, see what we're very polite around here. We want to say something, we raise our hands. So, Brian, go right ahead.
First and foremost, I need to apologize to our tens of hundreds of thousands of fans. I misspoke last week, and it's been on my nerves ever since I did. I said La Liga and ECL. Sweet baby Jesus, what is ECL? I mixed up the Premier League and the Champions League. I meant to say EPL, which is the English Premier League. So I want to apologize to all my football friends out there. I was wrong. I misspoke. It is EPL. If you don't know what it is, look it up. IYKYK. Okay, we can go on.
As a sports guy, that was like a cardinal sin for him. It
was brutal.
And
how could you do
that? For all the normal people out there, he's talking about European football. And honestly, nobody knew whether you were wrong or right to begin with. So all we're hearing are letters.
Yeah, I didn't catch. He texted us and he was like, "Guys, I messed up so bad." We're like, we don't even know what you're talking about. But trust us, we know what we're talking about. Anything sports related, you come to us and we will tell you exactly what you're looking for. And as of right now, Wildcard Weekend is still going on. Pittsburgh is down 17-31 with just under 2 minutes left. And was that just a blocked field goal?
Yeah, they missed a field goal, but the Steelers have no timeouts left, so this game's over anyway. So
yeah, it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. But
they're fighting.
Oh, they're fighting?
No, not really. Holding Warren down. He wasn't letting him up. Oh no, that was Najee Harris. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But we have some
and Mason
to get into. There's a game.
Steps back, looks, puts his back foot down, and almost throws an interception.
Is Mason Rudolph still in there?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we had a comment. Bob Weissel, that's my dad, by the way, says there's a game coming at 8:15, and we know Dave is a Bucs fan.
That's right.
Are you nervous?
See my football helmet right there?
Oh, yeah.
Am I nervous? No. We're playing our rivals here, Philadelphia Eagles, and they've been on a skid, so which probably means they're going to step up and beat us really bad tonight, but I hope that doesn't happen.
Honestly, Jalen Hurts is injured. He's not right. A.J. Brown is not playing, and I don't know if you guys saw the drama. He deleted all of the Philadelphia Eagles stuff off his Instagram. Guys do that all the time these days. Doesn't mean anything. We don't know. We won't find out till the offseason, which I believe will begin tomorrow. Yeah, I think the Bucs are gonna. I don't know. It's so tough. The Bucs are. I don't know.
The Bucs are gonna Packers the Eagles today.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Like
all right.
Yep.
I didn't have that up last stream, but I was like, hey, after yesterday, I got to put that thing up there.
Yep.
Speaking of playoffs, let's dive right into it. I'll put some scores up here, but man, you guys whooped me in the picks on for the games on Saturday, and I'm gonna throw this up there so everybody can see this. These are the wild card weekend scores so far. One is about to be final between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. But man, the Texans destroyed the Browns. So we'll stop there for a second. They absolutely whooped up on these guys. You guys called it. and we had a little debate about what I had said
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes. I said Browns hands down. That's because I was so confident, but they let me down, man. I'm not even a Browns fan. I just was rooting for them. I was like, you know what? They looked good all season. They went through 4 or 5 quarterbacks, and that defense looked really great. But the Texans, man, they came to play. Brian, you got your hand raised, so I'll oblige to you.
Thank you. I don't know if you saw the Joe Flacco interview before the game, but he was talking fantasy football. And I guess some people were messaging him and saying, thank you for helping me win the fantasy football championship. And Flacco actually was laughing about that. And I was thinking about you because I remember you had some conversations with some other guy in your league about whether you should start Flacco or not. And I think somebody even told you that you should start him. And I think he helped you win, didn't he?
Well, so Flacco. So I picked up Joe Flacco just before playoffs. I think a week or two before playoffs started, because I was really streaming quarterbacks all year long. I didn't really have like a number one set. I was just going through whatever was hot. So I picked up Joe Flacco, and he was killing it. He was putting up points like nobody's business. But then it came down to who were they playing that weekend? The championship weekend. Oh man, they were playing the Jets. They were playing the Jets.
Jets, yeah.
And it was Joe Flacco going against the Jets without Amari Cooper. And I was listening to some chatter, and they were like, "Oh, the Jets defense, they're causing quarterbacks to score 10 less points than they're projected." And he was only projected 17, and then he lost Amari Cooper for the game. And I was like, man, I don't know about this. So I benched him, and he put up 32 or 34 in our league. But then Kyler got me 29, so I didn't feel as bad. But man, the Houston Texans, they were playing lights out on Saturday. The Browns had no answers, and Joe Flacco threw 2 or 3 interceptions toward the end of the game there.
Yeah.
And so that 45-14. CJ Stroud, that guy, he had almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had no interceptions. Pretty impressive.
Yep.
So you guys got that pick. You guys got that one right. And I was really sad about that because I picked the Browns. Both of you guys picked the Texans. And Brian, you may have said they're going to mop the floor. I think you may have said.
I think I did.
Is C.J. Stroud, is he going to be Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Oh, absolutely.
Honestly, I don't see why not.
Especially after this win.
Well, it's based off the regular season, so I mean, I don't know if they count the first playoff game in it.
Well, they may not count it, but do you think it influences the vote?
Oh, I believe so. You look at the Texans before C.J. Stroud. They didn't do anything. They were on a downward spiral. But then C.J. Stroud, a rookie, shows up on the scene, and then now they're all of a sudden they're contenders. And Nico Collins is really good, and Tank Dell, R.I.P. He didn't die, but
And a rookie head coach too.
Bills win.
No, I'm still seeing 14 seconds left on the game clock.
31-17. Get a new streak.
Ryan, we got to get what you're on because I'm seeing 14 seconds left on the clock here.
Yeah.
Apparently he's watching live TV. We've got a delay. So whatever.
Bills are going to get the win 31-17. But honestly, none of us picked the Steelers, did we?
No.
I don't even know how the Steelers got into the playoffs.
True.
I don't know, man.
Now, I don't know. Have you guys watched any of this game today? There is seriously a problem here for the Bills. They got to figure it out. Their punter is out.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled his hamstring really bad on that blocked field goal. He went back to make the tackle, and they don't have a punter right now. So
and Stephon Diggs got injured.
Yeah.
But was he back in? Did he go back in?
I saw him go in for a couple plays, but again, they got 17. I'm just looking forward next. Okay, I know it's real early, but we finally get Bills and Chiefs in the playoffs, and it's in Buffalo this time. So now let's see what Kansas City's all about.
Oh, we forgot to mention something. So our show is growing already. You can't see him, but there's somebody named Zach working in the background, and we're gonna call him Zach with the stats. That's what we're gonna call him.
There you go.
Zach with the stats. And so we're gonna give him his first. We're gonna give him his first mission of our show. Zach, I want you to let us know. Put it in our ears. We got to listen for this, guys. I want the breakdown between the Texans and the Browns. I want to see their offensive stats. I want to see the breakdown and compare rushing yards, passing yards, turnovers, things of that nature. But we'll put the scores back up there one more time. 45-14. The Texans just absolutely whooped the Browns. And now I believe the Texans have to play the Chiefs, correct?
No.
They'll be playing.
The Texans are going to play the Ravens.
Oh.
And the Texans will play the Ravens now, and the Chiefs and Bills will play in Buffalo's the 2 seed, Ravens are 1. Chiefs are 3, and Texans are 4. So it's 1, 4, 2, 3.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So we'll have to before the stream is over, we're going to make our picks for next week, and because the Bucks and the Eagles game will be going on, we'll have to say, well, if it's the Eagles, this, but I think we all can say I think it's going to be the Bucks. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But let's see. The second game on Saturday was not so good. The Dolphins and the Chiefs, 26-7. Now this, I wish I would have got pictures of this. It was unbelievably cold. Well,
Yep.
I think at kickoff it was like -2, -3, and then as the night went on, it just got colder. But did you guys see the picture, or no? It was the video of somebody took. They were at a cooler, like a drink thing or whatever, and they took a bottle of water out of the cooler, and when they took it out, you just watched it freeze from top to bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I was seeing pictures of people in the stands, with all their drinks and everything looks like just as soon as they opened it, it just froze. And at one point, Andy Reid, they got a close-up shot on him. His whole like mustache there is just ice. It was just ice.
Yeah, it was
cold, man.
That ground was frozen too.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be.
Hey, I'm getting my ear. I think the stat guy has all the stats we were looking for.
Oh, for the Texans and the Browns?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Zach. Let us know. Type it in there. Let us know what those stats are. But I saw some misleading stuff. Was that the coldest game in history, or was it the second?
Fourth.
It was the fourth.
Yeah,
fourth coldest.
I saw somewhere that it was warmer in Antarctica than it was in Kansas City. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but it made me laugh.
I think it could be true. It was because it was -2, 3, and a -7, but then the wind chill made it -30.
Yeah, what was it when Patrick Mahomes broke his helmet?
Yeah,
that was crazy, right?
It wasn't even like a crazy hit, and it was so cold. It just and I was surprised they let him play a snap like that.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably should have stopped it.
I was watching the game. I didn't even notice it happen, but then he was taking the next snap, and they zoomed in on his face when he was about to take it, and there was like that piece was missing, and I didn't get to see that part. But man, what are the Dolphins going to do now? The Dolphins, listen. So the Dolphins, you got Tyreek Hill. He's already talking about he wants to get out at a certain time. I think it's coming up soon. So you got Tyreek Hill possibly getting out. Tua hasn't been able to do anything, and I've seen some Dolphins fans talking about they don't think he's the quarterback to lead them to a Super Bowl in the playoffs. And then you got Mike McDaniels. I think Mike McDaniels' job is probably safe. But if Tyreek Hill leaves, then what? What do they do? So I'll ask you guys this question. If you were the Dolphins front office, are you going to move on from Tua because he's still on his rookie contract? Would you extend him? Or would you try to trade him?
I think, me personally, if you watch that game, Tua can't throw the ball. His footwork is so bad. His arm is so weak. I mean, some of those throws, I mean, I would want nothing to do. And I know some Dolphins fans, and they told me, Tua, it's all smoke and mirrors. Blah. And I agree with them. He's not good at all. I mean, he can't throw the ball at all. He's more worried now about getting another concussion, which I don't blame him. I mean, it's your livelihood, but like he can't throw the ball. I want nothing to do with Tua at all. Like at all. There's nothing.
He had some late game interceptions that were not good. Dave, let's go to Dave here. What would you do?
Late game interceptions, but those were completions. Okay, so let's not hound on him too much. All right. Secondly, when you're watching him, he's throwing the ball, and it's like, I don't know was the ball sticking to his hand? Was it slipping out of his hand? Just so inaccurate. And and I know it's cold. It don't make it easy, but everybody's playing in the cold weather, including Patrick Mahomes, which was throwing it, I mean, perfectly. And his only problem is just going right through his receiver's hands. They couldn't catch the ball, but that's been an issue all season, so you can't blame that on the weather. I don't know, man. I think, where are they going to go from here? I just feel like he's proven himself enough to stay. But then again, if they want to get rid of him, if they want to trade him, now's the time to do it. While I guess he's more on a hot streak than a bad streak, even though they lost. He still had a great season.
Yeah, they had a great season. They had a great regular season, but man, to go out like that, it looked like once Tyreek Hill went off the field. If Tyreek Hill wasn't on the field, then he just can't do anything. And if I was the Dolphins, I'd be moving on from Tua. I'd be trying to get somebody else, whether it's through the draft, trading for a pick, or trying to trade for somebody else. But I don't know. Maybe Dak Prescott. Ooh.
Maybe Flacco.
Maybe, yeah.
maybe Joe Flacco. He's got an arm. He can throw it. He can hit Tyreek Hill down the field.
I don't think Joe Flacco's coming back. I don't think he is. But Zach with the stats. This is This is for the Texans-Browns game. So Joe Flacco went 34 for 46. I don't know the exact stats of his the stint he had with the Browns, but I believe almost every game he threw over 40 attempts. Almost every game he played for the Browns. 34 for 46, 307 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And then C.J. Stroud, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he had an almost perfect passer rating.
I think he had over 200 yards in the first half, like 230 yards just in the first half. I think
they got up so fast they didn't need to throw the ball anymore. But Browns, yeah. So the Browns had 307 receiving yards on 43 targets. The Texans only had 280 on 22. So I don't know what the Browns are going to do. That's not an interesting topic. Deshaun Watson. I mean, where did they get? I don't know. Deshaun Watson, that guy, the fully guaranteed contract. What are we doing?
I know what they're doing. They're just paying him.
Yeah.
That's it. He just get paid.
Yeah. Brian, I feel like you're going to tell us exactly what to do with Deshaun Watson.
What you should do with Deshaun Watson is you should just keep him and pay him because it's your fault. But do we know how the Houston Texans got C.J. Stroud?
Ooh.
Because of Deshaun Watson leaving the Texans. So who made out on that trade, the Browns or the Texans? Seriously.
Definitely. I mean, the Texans. Definitely.
It doesn't even matter. We don't know. I'm going to tell you.
He got hurt.
I'll put this out there right now. C.J. Stroud over these next 5 years will destroy Deshaun Watson numbers-wise. Watson has no – I mean, absolutely the Texans won this. I mean, because Texans fans were like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. Now, it's great.
Hey, listen, I gotta stop here for a second. All right, because Brian, bro, you got to do something with your camera angle. Because put him back up here. It's like we're looking at you from up. You got like this giant body, and then your head looks like this big because of the camera angle. I'm just laughing.
Dude, seriously, why are you? This is what I'm going for right now. I don't want to be
No.
big head. I want to be little head.
No, this doesn't make you look credible. You fix it.
No,
You
it,
gotta
it,
fix
makes, it makes you look great. It makes you look great because of this. I looked before we got on. I said, "Oh yeah, I can get my whole shirt in." I literally have my stand like on 3 different things like to make this angle. I tried to do it.
It's like looking at you through a magnifying glass or something. That's better right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Put that back. Put it back.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If I put
Makes
that
you
back,
look better.
that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, put it back. Oh yeah, there you go. Yes.
There
Now-
he is.
Hey everybody.
There he is. That's who your wife fell in love with. Come on, man.
That's the sports guy.
Yeah. That's it.
Or I could just sit. Then I look normal.
But how many games? Pop quiz. You guys probably already saw it because you're in the chat. But pop quiz. How many games has 2-1 that is colder than 40 degrees?
How many has he played in?
5.
I'd say he's over 5.
Yep.
Tua is over 5.
Born in Hawaii. He was born in Hawaii. He went to school in Alabama and he plays for the Dolphins. He doesn't even know.
Bro, it's probably the first time he's seen cold weather.
Yep.
And
snow probably, let alone -7 degrees by the fourth quarter.
I don't know. I was watching the game. It just looked like the Chiefs wanted it more. Like they were playing so hard. They were fired up, dude.
I want to see that game replayed in the sunshine where the field's not frozen, the ball's not frozen. I want to see him replay this game. Can we get that?
I don't want to. The game was garbage. It was a hot mess.
Here's another question for you guys. Let's take a vote. I don't know how they would do it. But should they move playoff games to domes only?
No way.
What?
That's a question. No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Why would you do that? I mean, first of all, if you don't have a dome stadium, you lose the revenue. I mean, guy sounds like a Packer fan for real. That's no. What?
How does that?
What are you talking about? Did you actually think about that question before you just asked it? Did you look in the mirror and say, this is a good question?
Yeah.
He's trying to get a dome.
Should they play in a dome? No.
Yeah, why not?
Did you see the Chiefs-Dolphins game? That's why.
Exactly.
Open air stadiums are the worst. Why?
Okay, hold on. Here's why. And all seriousness aside, I can't stand the Chiefs, obviously. The Chiefs win their division. The Dolphins don't. Why should the Chiefs not have an advantage over the Dolphins?
What was their advantage?
Playing in the cold?
Playing at home, okay. But, yeah, they all had to play in the cold weather. The Chiefs just played better.
But they had their
home cold for everybody.
So what domes where are you gonna play? Where are you gonna play Kansas City, Miami? What dome? You just gonna make up a dome now?
Indianapolis.
No, Indianapolis. No.
Right now.
New Orleans. Everything in New Orleans.
Oh my.
They should bring the
swamp.
Bring the bubble back like they did in the NBA. Everybody plays in one stadium.
Bobby, why would you? I can't believe you asked that question.
Hey, it's just a question, okay?
Now you know why he's just a fantasy football champ.
I know.
Good Lord, that was.
I know why. I wish Tampa had a covered stadium because every time you go to a game there, it's like the sun is right in your face, or it's like 95 degrees with the.
No.
Yeah.
That's because the Rays have a dome stadium and no one wants to go. So what does it matter?
That's because it's the Rays and it's.
No, it's. How many of these Rays fans have ever been to a real stadium where you have to actually park your car, get on a train, go on a subway, walk 6 blocks just to get to the stadium? I have.
Bro, just because you have a terrible life in New England doesn't mean the rest of us have to. We like our air-conditioned stadiums, bro.
what
Yeah,
that
It's
all
tells-
better when nobody shows up because then you can stretch out. You got room. You don't even need to worry about sitting next
all
to somebody.
7,000 of you.
hey, what that tells me is that your team doesn't care about you.
That's right. They weren't thinking about you when they built that stadium.
Nope.
Okay. Says the dude that plays at the frozen tundra.
Yeah, I love Lambeau Field.
Yeah, of
No,
course
but he'd like it more if it was a dome.
No. Lambeau, you can't. Oh, what is that?
This is my energy drink. I just want people to know what I'm holding here. It's
Healthy
Aspire.
energy.
It's a healthy energy drink. It's got nothing in it. Look,
No calories.
no calories, no sugar, no carbs.
the nature boy.
It's kosher. It's vegan. It's gluten free. There's no soy. It's no
wait
good.
a second. Wait a second. No calories. What is it? No calories, no sugar, no carbs. Man, you know what? It's probably really good, but
Water.
it has nothing. Just like the Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
not a
man.
sponsor.
Empty. That's an empty drink, just like an empty franchise.
Hey,
Nailed
when are we
it.
going to talk about the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we're gonna wrap up the dumb conversation with this comment that we had in YouTube. Yes to domes, they're more aesthetic, from my wife.
Hey, wifey, some of us
Or-
don't care because we have hair, so we don't need aesthetics.
Yeah.
They're
But
more aesthetic.
before we move on, real quick, I just want to shout him out because he's in the comments. Happy anniversary, 30th anniversary to my dad and my mom. 30 years of marriage.
Yes, two amazing people. Woo!
That's a big deal.
I wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you for all that you've done. Appreciate it.
Wouldn't
Listen.
be here without them, so thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on this show anyway.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Zach with the stats. Get out of here, son. First of all, you need to check your information. Yes, the Cowboys do have 5 Super Bowls, but none of them have been, I wasn't alive when they won their last one. You guys were probably in diapers, honestly. And Zach, you would have to go back and watch this in black and white.
No, it wasn't black and white, but I think it was like Super Bowl 27 or something. 26 and 27. Or Super Bowl 27, 28 they won.
Yeah,
Our stat guy says they have 5, Packers have like 2. First of all, buddy, we have 4. Okay, relax.
Well, you have NFL titles. You don't have Super Bowls. It was when there was only like 2 teams in the league.
Well, we do. Okay, if you include championships, I believe. If you include like the titles and stuff like that, the Packers have 13. But
Yes.
Super Bowls, we have 4 Super Bowls. We won the first 2, and then Favre got 1, and Rodgers got 1.
That's right.
So 4 total, and we beat the Chiefs in the first Super Bowl ever.
Yep, and then I think you beat who?
I think it was the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. I think it was the Chiefs
because it was the only 2 teams.
No, it wasn't the only.
Well,
The
NFL.
Browns were there.
Oh, Zach with the stats right there, coming in hot. We beat the Chiefs year 1. Year 2, we beat the Raiders. Yeah,
That's right.
Yep. The Chiefs were never. You know what? The Chiefs, since that Super Bowl, what we did is that was the beginning of their career, the beginning of their franchise. We ended it until they drafted Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
That's what it was. But guys, let's move on to probably the best game of the week. You can see the
Rams
score on the
Lions.
screen. No. You can see the score on the screen right there. Packers, the Green Bay Packers. Oh man, yes. And you know what? I'm gonna put you guys away for this one. The Green Bay Packers. Oh yes, the real score should have been 48-16 because the other 2 touchdowns came in garbage time. Oh man, the Green Bay Packers shouldn't even be in the playoffs, but they are. They still are. You know who's not? The Dallas Cowboys. Because the Dallas Cowboys showed us who they've been all season. They're frauds. They're just not that good. We see this year after year after year after year. They get hyped up in the preseason. They win a few games during the regular season. They win 12, 3 years in a row. What do they have to show for it? 0. Zip. Nada. And they have done that for over 28 years. I think this would be year 29 that they haven't done anything. Only regular season champions they are. Haven't seen an NFC championship in a long time. And when they did, they lost it. So, Zach with the stats, they're 1-3 in the playoffs under Mike McCarthy. They were 16-0 at home before this game. The Green Bay Packers, the youngest team to make the playoffs, I think, in like the last 10 years. They show up, they beat them at home, and not only did they beat them at home, Jordan Love is the only QB to have a perfect passer rating in his playoff debut. You can't beat that. I mean, that's awesome. Aaron Jones had 3 touchdowns. I'm going to pull up some stats on that here in a second. You both picked the Cowboys. And so you are not allowed to talk until I say you're allowed to talk. No, put your hand down. Put your hand down. Both of you, put your hands down. The Green Bay Packers came in there playing with house money, young team. They came in there with energy. I said all the pressure was on the Cowboys. And I'm going to quote a text message that I got from Brian Larson, the sports guy. He said, "Wow, Andrew, you were right. The Packers, just wow." And I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I can say a lot more, and I will say a lot more as this conversation goes on, because we will talk about this game as long as we need to. There's so much that I would love to dissect here. And we can talk about the Cowboys and how embarrassing it was. We can talk about them for a little bit. But unlike all the other sports shows, because all they did was talk about Cowboys all day long, but we're going to talk about the Packers and what they did a little bit. But first, let's embarrass the Cowboys more than they've already been embarrassed. I'm going to let you guys take the floor, and I'm going to back out of here, and I'm going to pull up some stats real quick. So you guys go ahead and let me hear you talk about how bad the Cowboys are.
Go ahead, Dave. You can take it.
Well, listen. First of all, I would like to clarify. I said I really want the Packers to win, but I think the Cowboys are going to do it because the Cowboys were great at home. But in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, yeah, but they choke in the playoffs. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they come in too confident or what, thinking we can't lose at home this year and we're playing the Packers. It was down for them. They had to win their games to get into the playoffs. So it was like, this is going to be an easy week for us. And then they came in and just embarrassed them. Jordan Love did great. Aaron Jones, where's he been all season? He was on my fantasy team and didn't score me like 1 point at all. So whatever. Here's the deal. Where's our stat guy at? Dak? He made some completions, but to the wrong team. At least 2 interceptions, right? At least one went for a pick 6. I know that. Where's our stat guy at? I don't even know.
Yeah, he had 2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will admit this. I saw most of the first half. We had church last night. I went to church like a good Christian man that I am. That being said, I had my phone in my suit pocket, and then, I'm in there, church is going on, song service, and I'm like just like looking here and there. I was like, "Woo, hallelujah. All right." I don't even care that my pick was for the Cowboys. I'll gladly take the loss on that pick because I'm happy.
You need to apologize to me.
I'm not apologizing to you.
I didn't do anything need to apologize wrong. To me.
No. I am sorry that I picked against you.
Thank you. I'm sorry that you picked against them. So whatever. Brian, let me hear what you have to say. I would love to hear this.
I mean, I'm speechless. I feel bad. I feel hurt that I didn't trust your genius that you are, Bobby. Like, you think that I would have learned that the Packers are just amazing. They're phenomenal. They're great. I'm speechless. Or is it the fact that the Cowboys just choke all the time? I mean, there was plays where Jordan Love closed his eyes, threw the ball, and there was a Packer with not a Cowboy within 20 yards of him. I mean, Jordan Love basically, they didn't even touch him. I mean, the Packers' game plan was phenomenal, all seriousness. The Packers' game plan was great. I mean, there's nothing that I can say except that the Cowboys got exactly what they deserved. Too much headline reading. The Packers came in, they took the ball, they punched them right in the mouth. I mean, I know some Cowboys fans that I asked them when the game started, are you feeling okay about this game? And they said, I'll let you know after this first drive is over. As soon as that first drive was, didn't hear from them again.
Yep.
That was unbelievable. I mean, the Packers came in with nothing to lose and everything to gain. The Cowboys just went ahead and they thought, oh, we're the Cowboys. We're at home. We're going to win. No, you're still the Cowboys. Yeah, there it is right there. I mean, everybody really just take a look at that real quick. Literally, Cowboy within 20 yards from any side. The official closer.
We argued. Yeah, we argued over this when we looked at this picture. Because see, I was trying to pay attention to the preacher last night while I was in church, so I didn't see this happen. But I saw this picture and I'm like, you guys are trying to tell me that's a quarterback pass and reception? I said no, he's catching a punt right there. That's nothing. Like there's not a Cowboys player. Go back to the picture.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Look,
oh, okay. I see one little star down in the bottom corner.
But
the
official is closer.
Yes. Oh man. How do you get that wide open in the NFL? Somebody fell down.
I love it. Oh, it's so good. But yes,
Ric Flair.
I shared this with you guys earlier, but we'll share it with everybody else. In 4 career games against the Cowboys, Aaron Jones has 488 rushing yards, 115 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns. So he's averaging just over 2 touchdowns a game against the Cowboys. That's crazy. That's like, they were talking about. I seen a Green Bay Packers fan pretending he was calling Aaron Rodgers. He's like, "Hey, Aaron, I just want to let you know. I just want to say thank you for passing over ownership of the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys to Jordan Love. We really appreciate it." Because Aaron Rodgers, he was like their arch nemesis. He always had the Cowboys numbers, and now Jordan Love going into AT&T Stadium, which now we also know is a confirmed fact that the Green Bay Packers have more playoff wins in AT&T Stadium than the Dallas Cowboys do. Their own stadium. The Cowboys have 2, and the Packers have 3. That is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And Jordan Love, I mean, he was calm, cool, collected. To talk about Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is great. Don't get me wrong. He is phenomenal. He's probably one of the best, if not the best, defensive end rusher in the league right now. I think he's considered a linebacker, but he's an edge rusher. But 0 sacks. The Green Bay Packers gave up 0 sacks last night.
Did you see? Well, Parsons came in and Aaron Jones hit him, gave him that block. I thought he broke his ribs. He was doubled over, like he couldn't breathe. I was like, "What happened to him?" And then I saw the replay, and there was Aaron Jones hit him like a tank.
Let's put it this way. So we were at church last night, so we have to get there at 5. So when I get there at 5, I turn everything off so I can start getting ready, get everything set up because we have to set everything up, and I also have to get my mind and my heart right. So I turn everything off. I don't know what's happening during service. I have no idea. I'm up there preaching and stuff like that. After service, all I see is John, which is a huge Cowboys fan, and I see John, and he will not look at me. And David comes up to me and says, "I just want to say I'm so happy for you." He gives me a big hug, and I was like, "Oh man, what's the score? What happened? What's the score?" And at that time, it was 48, or no, it was like 42-16 or something like that. And I was like, "No way." So then I try to go up to John, and he's walking really fast away from me. I get into his hallway, and I was like, "John," and he sprinted out to his truck, locked the doors, and rolled the windows up and wouldn't talk to anybody until the game was over. I was standing outside of his truck, and I was like, "Here we go, here we go."
Here we go.
Awesome.
Into the off
And then he
season.
called me this morning. John calls me this morning. He's like, he needed the phone number to somebody else that we know. He's a plumber. He goes, "Hey, can I get that guy's number? I need a plumber." I said, "Are you trying to clean up the mess that the Cowboys left last night? Is that what we're trying to do?" Oh yes, thank you, Cowboys, for choking. I really appreciate it. For us, I was just happy to be in the playoffs. So at this point, even if we lose to the 49ers, it would be so awesome to beat the 49ers. If we don't, I'm okay. We made it this far. Jordan Love is balling out. Matt LaFleur is calling great games. Romeo Dobbs showed up last night. He had 6 catches for over 150 yards, a touchdown. Dontavian Wicks, that guy came out of nowhere. Luke Musgrave stayed on his feet, got the touchdown. Everybody's just playing lights out. Aaron Jones. And then we had a pick six. Jair Alexander had a nice interception. Man, it was just, and then we had a few sacks too. It was just awesome. I really enjoyed that game. That was just so nice. Man.
Good time to be a Packers fan, huh?
Good time to be a Packers fan.
And never a good time to be a Cowboys fan.
Never.
Oh, well, early 90s or late 90s. I don't know. It was back in the 90s when it was a good time to be a Cowboys fan.
Zach's throwing some stats at us. He says the Packers and Cowboys have played each other 38 times, with Green Bay leading the series 21-17. The Packers overtook the Cowboys in the series in 2017 and have won 4 straight overall. The Packers have won 9 of the last 10 in the series, dating back to 2009.
Oh, they own them.
We own the Dallas Cowboys. Not as bad as we own the Chicago Bears, but that's some pretty impressive numbers. And not only that, but the Cowboys, yes, they always choke. They're the joke of the league because this is the problem. This is the problem with the Cowboys. It's not that the problem with the Cowboys is everybody they get hyped up in the preseason, right? We're so good. This is our year. This is it. It's gonna happen. And then they do really good during the regular season. They make it to a playoff game, and they might win the wild card round or something, But they get one win if they're lucky, or it's a first round exit. For so many years, 28, 29 years has been happening, and that's the problem. And the problem is with the fans every year.
That's what it is right there. It's really not the Cowboys, it's the fans. They act like their birthright. Like, oh, we're so good. You're like Yankee fans. Go away. You're so irrelevant. You haven't won anything. Put your flags away. This is the NFL's based on 5 stars. Why do you think Dallas only has 1 star on their helmet? Because that's all that they only represent with 1 star. It's not the Cowboys players. It's the Cowboys fans all the time. We them boys. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Nothing. And I think that's the thing. Like, that's part of the reason why the Cowboys are so annoying is because the fans. How delusional can you be? How can you be irrelevant for so many years, not have anything to show for it, and then every season, like, this is our year. Oh, we're going to Super Bowl. They win the first game of the week. The Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. Like, so bad.
We're back, baby.
Yeah,
this is our year.
We them boys. It's our year. And I just love. Oh man, I told you guys. I said it from week 1. I said the Cowboys first round exit this year. Once again, I had no idea that the Cowboys would be playing the Packers in the first round. And yesterday before the game, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I did say first round exit, but I don't know.
Oh, it's funny. I had a friend of mine too, and actually my son even said it too. He said when they knew they were playing the Packers, they were like, this is the worst. The Packers could have came in 1-16, and they still feel like the Packers would have beat them in this game.
But why is that?
Like, if your team's so good, but you're so worried about a 7 seed, like, it's the fans, not even the players, it's the fans. Like, stay quiet, stay humble till you win something. Like, something. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, man. That's just to be, and that was the first time the 7th seed has won a playoff game. First time ever in NFL history that a 7th seed has. Thank you for being the Packers. I so greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is Dak's stats for the game last night. Now, mind you, this is crazy. 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had 194 yards with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Bro, that's you
Yep.
know what? When you look at when you look at the stats, it's like, wait, he lost? Like what?
Yeah, but I think though the point with that, what we are really forgetting, the Cowboys defense didn't show up. Sorry, the Cowboys defense was an absolute joke. I know I ride Dak a lot too. I think he's kind of overrated, maybe not. I mean, obviously, yeah. See, they didn't show up. The point is, the Cowboys can score, but they could. I mean, I don't know. They couldn't stop anything. They were literally, that was the worst defensive game I've ever seen the Cowboys play. And it was bad. This was on the defense. I don't think this was on the offense because they could score. I know in the beginning, CD and Dak seemed like they were off or something. I don't know what was going on. I just think the pressure mounted because the Packers punched them in the mouth and Dallas didn't score. Dallas got one first down, and then they punted after that series. And Green Bay comes right back down again and scores, and it's 14-0. And now you're really pressing. And the defense they didn't stop him. This is on the Cowboys defense more than it's on the offense.
Yeah, I heard some people talking about Dan Quinn today. Like this falls on Dan Quinn, and they had. I didn't check the footage. I didn't check anything. I just taken somebody's word for it. It was one of the analysts, so I'm assuming it's true. I don't know, but I mean, well, if they said it and it's not true, but we say it, then it's true. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it works around here. We're your primetime source for sports information. Anything we say is true. We cannot confirm that, but just trust us. But they were saying, like, you see Aaron Jones, like, they're running the ball down your throat, and they still played small. They had small linebackers or even a nickelback playing a linebacker slot, but they still were getting burnt deep. They're like, how does that happen? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not playing the run, you're playing the pass, but they're still passing the ball on you. Dan Quinn.
Well, I mean, all year the Cowboys were like a man press defense on the receivers. They come out playing zone. Like, you're playing rookie wide receivers with a first-year starter. I know he's not a rookie you love, but I mean, why? I mean, you got Bland and you got Stephon Gilmore, and you're going to play zone. I mean, the zone you played was, here, throw the ball. We're not going to tackle anybody. That was the zone. I mean, so really, what was Quinn thinking to put the cow? He never made an adjustment. Sorry, they had a meeting before the game, and they said, "How do we get Belichick to be our coach?" And that's what they came up with.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, I don't know that Belichick is going to be their coach if Jerry Jones is their GM,
right?
Because, but the Cowboys defense, correct me if I'm wrong, they were way better during the regular season, right?
Top five defense. Yep.
Yeah.
Number one.
So,
yep.
Because I know when we're going through the fantasy season and I'm looking like, okay, who are my wide receivers matching up against? Who are my quarterbacks? Who's the defense? Anytime I saw my starters, my offensive starters were playing the Cowboys defense, I'm like I'm moving people around. Like I don't even want to face them, because they were so good during the regular season.
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, Zach just gave us a stat right there. The Cowboys in the regular season only allowed 18.5 points per game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Number 5 ranked defense on the year. And in the playoffs, from 1997 to 2023, August 25th, 2023, the Cowboys won 26.7% of the time in the playoffs. So we're going to win a game every 4 years if we make playoffs every 4 years. What? So what if you're the Cowboys, because you got a lot of decisions to make. Dak, he's going to cost $60 million, whether you move on or not. So one, do you guys think Mike McCarthy is in the hot seat?
Yep.
Okay.
I do.
I believe so. But as I heard an analyst, he made a good point. I think it might have been Shannon Sharp. I don't know. But he made a good point that if you're going to move on from Mike McCarthy, 3 or 4 seasons in a row of 12 wins, if you're going to move on from Mike McCarthy, it has to be an upgrade. Like you have to have something locked and loaded. And the only person that I can think about that is available right now, that is for sure, there's 2 of them. There's Belichick and Harbaugh. Only 2 I can think of.
What about Vrabel?
Yeah, I mean,
Bring bring in an offensive coordinator that's good, Vrabel will demand respect in the locker room. Quinn's. I don't think Quinn's staying. I think Quinn's gone.
Well, I think with Quinn going would make sense for Belichick to come in. Can you imagine Belichick working with that defense?
Yeah, but Belichick, he's so quiet. Like, Jerry Jones likes to talk, and I don't know if you. I mean, being a New England fan, press conferences with Belichick, I'd rather watch. Like, he's so bad. And Jones, but see, I don't think he can deal with the Cowboys machine either. As much as I think it would be great, like, he can't deal with all the media stuff. He's a drill sergeant. Like, Belichick's a drill sergeant. Like, when it comes to football, but like, the Cowboys everything is Cowboys. I don't think that marriage would work at all, because Jones is going to do things that he's not going to like at all. And the Bucs are up 3-0. They just kicked the field goal.
Bucs are up 3-0?
Yeah.
Well, they should be up the rest of the game.
They were moving the ball.
Yeah, and the Eagles.
Until they got to the red zone.
Yep.
But Zach said in 2021, Vrabel got 12 wins with the most injuries in the NFL.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't think about Vrabel. I guess that would be he's definitely an option. Harbaugh's looking for a job. I heard there was somebody, I can't remember what team it was. Somebody was really interested in Harbaugh, but I can't remember who it was.
The Chargers. The Chargers are interviewing with him.
That's who it was. It was the Chargers.
Yep.
That's it. Yep. So to close out the Dallas and Green Bay game, which we will never close out, I'll probably sprinkle things in however long we're on here. It's gonna happen. But some stat comparisons of C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love. Jordan Love 16 for 21. C.J. Stroud 16 for 21. Jordan Love 272 yards. C.J. Stroud 274 yards. Jordan Love 3 touchdowns. C.J. Stroud 3 touchdowns, and they both had 0 interceptions. Very impressive. And they both put up. Packers put up 48. Texans put up 45. I think the Texans had 1 pick six at least, maybe 2. I can't remember, but the Packers, they had 1. So defense helps. But as much as I don't want to, we'll move on from the Dallas Cowboys game, unless you guys want to say anything else.
What's up, Nate Larson?
Yes, Nate is in the house. Let us all know that he is here.
I think the only thing I want to say left for the Cowboys and the Packers is, can we move on to another game now, please?
Yes, of course we can.
All right, great.
Nate said
the Packers and the 49ers next week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Good luck with that.
Nate said Stroud is gonna be a top QB for a long time. Ooh, he says Stroud's better than Love. That's a good conversation to have.
It is. Yeah.
I think you could argue, but I mean, this is not me being a homer, but all for the whole season, CJ Stroud has the better stats, hands down.
One's AFC, one's NFC. Could this be a new Manning-Brady rivalry?
I mean, I heard they said we crown people too early and we demise people too soon as well. That's the nature of the NFL. Somebody has a good game and you're like, oh, they're the next guy. But I think it's a conversation to see what they're doing, what CJ Stroud is doing. The Texans were nobodies last year. He comes in, boom, and they're contenders. Jordan Love takes the reins of the Green Bay Packers after Aaron Rodgers with a lot of expectations from an organizational standpoint that we always want to be in the mix. Not in the mix of fantasy football though, in the mix of playoffs and stuff. But anyways. So Jordan Love, he had a rocky start, but let's not forget also, I'm not trying to make excuses, but let's not forget this is the first time he's had a fully healthy team. In the last 4 or 5 weeks, he's had the healthiest team he's had all season long. He went, I think, 7 weeks without Aaron Jones, without a run game. A.J. Dillon was back there, but that guy gets like 2 yards a carry.
I was going to say, even when Aaron Jones did play and when he was coming back, he didn't do much.
Yeah.
Even when he was there.
We're seeing Jordan Love with finally a complete team. So Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, I think it's too soon to say one is better than the other. But it's going to be interesting to watch. And it could be the next Brady Manning kind of thing going on and the thing is, I think Jordan Love, it's his contract season for us, or he has 1 more year left. So But I think he's shown enough. We want to extend this guy. We want to keep him because you don't want to have to go through a rebuild. And then we got all these young receivers. All of our receivers are on rookie contracts. I mean, I don't want to say we pretty much are, but as long as everybody's healthy, and we got a decent team for the next 2 or 3 years to try to make a splash. So, here we go. All right, let's see what Nate says. What do you guys think about this comment? Nate says, one's a rookie on a team that's been irrelevant forever, and the other has been behind a Hall of Fame QB for 4 years. That's the difference for me. That's a good point.
Yeah, it is. It's a fair point, too, all the way around, because it is true. Love got to sit there and watch Rodgers and waited. But, again, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them. I do honestly think they're going to both be great. And maybe it's the changing of the guards. Mahomes is getting older. Jackson's getting older. I mean, these two young kids, I mean, I think they're both really good. But, I do think Love had an advantage having Rodgers around all that time. Whether Rodgers told him stuff, I mean, he got to see how you're supposed to quarterback. I mean, C.J. Stroud is a rookie. That's the part that makes it really impressive for Stroud. A rookie coach, rookie, he's throwing to rookies. His starting running back went out. I mean, it's pretty impressive all the way around.
Yeah, so it's Jordan Love's final year of his rookie contract. So we're going to have to extend him and pay him. Not pay him tremendously, but he's going to hit the salary cap a little bit harder.
Well, the thing with your Packers is, I mean, they've got a history of going long term with their quarterbacks. Favre, Rodgers, and now is Love the next guy. He sits for 3 years under Rodgers, and he learns a lot. But you could say that about a lot of quarterbacks, like who are the guys that sat under Tom Brady, and then Garoppolo, he's been mediocre at best, bouncing around the league. But Jordan Love, I think he's proved himself this year, even through injury. But I don't know, do the Packers do they have a history of like overpaying their quarterbacks? Like I'm looking at the Kansas City Chiefs, like Mahomes with the $500 million or something over so many years. But you gotta be able to afford to keep a good team and good coaches and everything else around you. And I think he's going to be solid for a while. CJ Stroud, I mean, look what college he came out of. I mean, it's Ohio State, right? They're more of a NFL style college team to begin with. He played in big games, so it's almost, to me, it's almost like getting that NFL experience even through college. And because there's a lot of guys that do great in different college teams, and then they just come to the NFL and flop because they didn't play in those NFL style offenses. And he's proven himself. I mean, he's come in, I think he's been low key in the locker room. They've talked about that. He didn't just come in with like, I'm all that, here we go, let's do it. But he's proven himself.
Here we go
into the off season.
Yeah.
Real quick, an update on the game that's going on right now. Last year in the postseason, the Eagles scored on every drive that they started a game on. The Eagles just went 3 and out, and the Bucs have the ball back again.
Uh-oh.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
What is that? Celsius with the green stripe. What is it?
Listen, there's a Speedway up here. Not a sponsor. There's a Speedway up here, and you can get the oversized Celsius cans.
Hey, you know what? Now that we've got an unpaid intern, we're Zach, man, get us some drinks, bro.
Yeah, start working on that.
Where's my coffee?
Get us some drinks, bro. I'll appreciate it.
Where's my coffee?
Order me DoorDash.
Yeah.
Could you imagine DoorDash 4 days later?
But
Actually, technically, that's not true. You can call from anywhere in the country, call a local one, and have them deliver it because you're paying for it. So that actually can be done.
Hey, I'm ready.
And knows
look what
Don't come
Nate
to me.
said. Too bad Zach Wilson can't learn from Rodgers.
That's good. That's
Hey,
good.
listen, this is more of a point toward Jordan Love. He was able to receive what Aaron Rodgers was putting out. Zach Wilson, what's going to happen with Zach Wilson? What are they going to do with him?
Technically, Zach Wilson only got to sit under Aaron Rodgers for like one play. All right, and then he was in. So, oh man, I feel bad for that guy. Where's he going? What's he going to do?
He's going to go to the Cowboys. He's going to take them to a Super Bowl.
Oh man,
you heard it here first. You heard it here first from the Bobby Drew Show. Zach Wilson will be traded to the Dallas Cowboys, and Zach Wilson will lead the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl.
With his backup. Yeah, that'll work well. Just kidding.
That will never happen.
It's like back when what was his name? Oh, here we go.
Zach, get ready.
Wait, what happened?
Help me. I'm trying to think of something.
Think of who?
I know. That's like back when Bernie Kosar was under the backup for the Cowboys.
Oh,
he got his Super Bowl ring, though, didn't he?
Yeah. Zach Wilson is in a bad situation.
Yep.
That's so true. Zach Wilson, man, this guy, he's a joke. This guy's a joke, man. I thought, is that Godwin?
Yeah, it's a long pass, and now they got face too on top of it.
I don't know who that guy is.
Listen, what the people at home don't understand is we're all watching the Bucs game right now on devices separate from the camera here. The problem is Brian is seeing it like live. I haven't even seen the play yet that he's
listen.
It's happening right now.
The game's already over.
Oh, he twisted his head off. My God.
I have my camera here. I have the game over here.
He's open. Oh, Evans dropped it. Oh, Mike. Sorry.
Oh, he's turning into Travis Kelce.
What's even happening?
I don't even know.
Touchdown.
What's even happening right now?
Oh, you know what, Brian? It hit him in the hands too.
You would think you hit him anyway to catch it. I mean,
how far ahead are you guys?
That's the worst.
Baker Mayfield loads up. Mike Evans, he drops it.
It's like
it's
happening. It's happening again. Oh man,
that's 2 in a row.
Oh God, it hit him right in the hands. Man. He needs more stickum on them gloves.
Hey, listen, did you guys hear? I don't know if this is a rumor. Zach, we're gonna put you on this. Look this up. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true or not. Listen, I heard that Garrett Wilson of the New York Jets changed his number from number 17 to like number 6 or something like that. And the rumors started going that Davante Adams is going to be traded to the New York Jets. What do you guys make of that?
Okay. What are they going to – they're going to trade Zach Wilson, Davante Adams straight up?
I would see where Davante Adams would want to do that if Roger can play more than one play this next year.
They scored touchdown, Bucs. The Eagles can't tackle. Oh, they're so bad. Whoever more is on the Bucs, number 19. Oh, wow, the Eagles are garbage. Oh, man. They're looking like the Cowboys out here.
I think number 19.
This is great.
Here we go.
If this was the Cowboys, the Bucs would already have 24 points.
Right. Oh, my goodness. This is unbelievable.
Wow. The Eagles can't tackle.
He's just
number
now
19.
Seeing it.
Who is that guy?
All right. How did this happen? Because, Brian, I think I'm closer to you now as far as my delay on my screen here.
Nice.
David Moore. Is that a rookie? Who is that?
Is that really his name, David Moore?
Yeah, David Moore.
I just saw Moore 19 on the back of it. That's all But the Eagles cannot tackle at all. I mean, he should have been tackled like 30 yards back. Here we go.
That was a 4 plays, 79-yard drive.
Yep. In 4 plays.
Wow. That's crazy. All right, guys, let's look at the last game here.
Yeah.
From yesterday.
Which was the most fun game. That game was pretty exciting.
The Rams and the Lions. The Lions win 24-23.
Did you guys catch any of it at all?
I did.
I got
the crowd. I mean, guys, I watch it in surround sound, so like I'll turn it up sometimes. They were so into this game, like the crowd. The electricity was unbelievable. Like you could just, I mean, it was amazing. Like just as a football fan in itself to see the struggles that Detroit's always gone through. And Bobby, it makes it real hard to talk when you're sitting there drinking like that. I'm just being honest. I mean, I didn't know if we needed a moment of silence and to just leave you alone or something. I'm really enjoying that.
His little head up there is about to pop.
I know. Anyway, it was just, I mean.
Here, I'll do this for you. How about this? There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Now you got it.
It was just nice to see. I mean, Jared Goff, I mean, basically LA told him, yeah, you're not good enough. We're going to dump you. And then he goes ahead and, I mean, it's a solid game, man. Few incompletions, 1 touchdown, didn't need a lot. I mean, poised. I mean, it was just so fun to see. And, you know, to see these fans crying actually because they won a game. Imagine what that must have felt like, huh, Cowboys fans, if your team could have won. But just to see the Lions fans finally, and now because Dallas remembered they were Dallas, the Lions actually get another home game in the playoffs. They play this week at home against the winner of the Bucs and the Eagles. So, I mean, Detroit, and it's almost like the football gods. I don't know, everybody remembers that Detroit-Dallas game with the whole checking in kind of thing. Because if Detroit would have won that game, they would have been the 2 seed. So let's think about this. Then they would have played the Packers, because the Lions would have had a better record than the Cowboys, even though the Cowboys would have won the division. The Cowboys would have been the 3 seed. But yet, how it all worked out, Dallas is gone. Detroit gets a home game. And here we go.
That is crazy to think about. Because, you know, the last time we played the Lions, we showed them who was boss.
Ooh,
just like
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
So I think really the Thanksgiving game from that point on, the Packers really got hot from that point on. I told Dave yesterday, I said, that's what's dangerous. No matter, you know, the first 6 games do matter as far as seeding and stuff. But if a team gets hot at the right time, they're scary when they start going into playoffs. Like the Bills. The Bills, they got hot at the right time. Packers are hot at the right time. And maybe even Kansas. Maybe Kansas is getting hot at the right time.
No, they're not.
Look at it.
Stop.
They were hot in the cold weather.
Look at the Eagles, but look at the Eagles. Look the other way around. Hot for the first whole 11 games. They are 10-1, and then what?
They weren't hot either. The Eagles were smoke and mirrors, man. They won a game against the Chiefs because the Chiefs can't catch a ball. They won a game against the Bills because the officials were terrible. The first game against the Cowboys that they beat them by 5 because Dak ran out of bounds. The Eagles they're garbage.
Hey,
Cry.
Brian, check your blood pressure, man.
Dude, this stuff,
man, take a pill or something.
You're gonna have a heart attack.
Don't get me started, guys. I'm trying to stay calm. It's a new year. It's got to be. I'm trying. But man, when people talk silly,
the Eagles are talking so good.
Bro, go back to drinking your drink.
Man. But listen, for real though, that play. I don't want to get all up into that, but the play for Detroit and Dallas, that 2-point conversion, I didn't think about it that way. It really did change a lot of things because So Dallas would have played the Rams.
Yes, and it would have been green because Detroit would have been the 2 seed. Because even though Dallas won the division, would Dallas have won the division? No, the Eagles. So it would have been even worse. The Eagles would be the 3 seed because it would be because they both ended with the same amount of losses, Philly and Dallas. So that's what I'm saying. That when officials are that bad, although technically I still don't think the officials were bad. I think the Lions tried to be too cute and it cost them. But this is why officials bother me, and they need to do something about challenging even calls because this affected 4 teams really, and it affects the outcome. But somehow, some way, Roger Goodell and the NFL are going to look fine because the Lions have a home game. The Cowboys are gone. The Packers are still playing. This is how it works. It all evens itself out.
Wait a second. Hold the phone. Did you just say it was the Lions' fault that penalty got called on them?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey,
would you like me to explain?
No, you don't listen. Actually, I've been watching this and all the slow-mos, and they're like putting like which way was he looking and everything. And you can see you know what? After seeing like every camera angle and everything, I think the officials got the call right.
How? Please tell me how.
You got
can't have Bobby, come on. You
Because
don't have
what?
3 linemen run up and say, hey, you don't have one go, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm eligible, and you have 2 other big guys coming with them.
Yeah, so
it's
they had
it's loud in the stadium. Listen, they tried to be too cute. It's totally on Detroit. You got a penalty. They should have kicked the extra point. Go to overtime.
They're giving them the signal. He's giving them the signal like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so who was 68, right? He's the one that caught. He goes up to the line.
Yep.
Quarterback tells him, you can see this. Go tell him. And he's going over there, him and somebody else running towards the official, and he's doing
68.
this.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, 70 is coming in from the sidelines with his hand up, doing the same thing. And then they show the angle where the official is looking at number 70. And then he just looks like he didn't even see 68 doing that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's on the tape, bro. You got to watch the film.
You guys let me talk? You guys let me talk?
I'm not even the sports guy. And I know this. I'm the funny guy, but you're being the funny guy here.
You guys let me talk?
No, just because it's your show doesn't mean you get to talk all the time.
You've been talking the whole time. Yap, 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 yap. Packers.
Packers.
That's all I hear. You're wrong on this one.
Don't take.
Listen, I'm going to show you.
Hey, I can unmute my microphone, bro. Don't take me off the screen. Put me back on the screen.
Look at that. Yeah. I'm back, everybody. Hey, we can unmute ourselves.
You guys said your piece. Let me explain.
All right. Wake me up when you're done.
This game, this whole thing was absolute genius by Dan Campbell.
Oh.
Skipper, I think that's the guy's name, whatever, number 72, he had been going in and out of the game, reporting as eligible all game long. And what is he doing? He's familiarizing the defense with the people he's going to use to be eligible. So then, when it comes to a 2-point conversion, a play in which he already explained to the refs, this is how we're going to do it. All right? The refs know the game plan. They know exactly what's going to happen. And so it's not too cute. It's not too. This is what's supposed to happen. We run trick plays in the NFL, and so if there's a little trickery before the snap that was totally legal, it is not the team's fault that the ref is incompetent to recognize what's going on.
You gotta stop! I can't anymore. I can't.
Listen.
And listen. And Shannon Eva, who's on here, made the perfect point. The play before, they called a tripping call on that Hutchinson. They did not call a tripping call on Hutchinson. The play should have never happened. Dallas could have ran the clock out. Read the comments. He's 100% right. You commit. Oh, Bobby. Oh,
listen.
No, you are so.
Listen,
wrong.
you're not even letting me finish. You didn't even let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
There's nothing to finish. You can't finish. You're wrong.
No, listen.
You're wrong.
Listen. The guy running on the field, if you know anything about football, you know that they have different blocking packages.
But oh my goodness.
But what?
Goodness. It was a tripping call that was not called correctly. They would have never had the opportunity to score. Dallas would have ran the clock out. We got to stop.
Wait, okay. So two wrongs make it right? Two wrongs make it right?
It can make a right. It can make a left. You are wrong. And go ahead, Dave. You had your hand up. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done, Bobby. You've talked enough. Go ahead.
Not to mention, you made a comment about it is not the official's job to know the game plan of the offense.
Right.
They're out there to focus on the play happening. The guy's looking at number 70 coming in saying,
he was not
eligible.
doing this.
Yes, he was, bro.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. No, I've seen it. I watched it. I saw it on SportsCenter or ESPN or NFL Network, one of those places that's authorized to talk about football stuff. Okay, and they were showing the whole play. You can see the whole field. You see 68 and the other guy coming over. 68's doing this, but the official's not looking at him. He's looking at number 70 running in from the sidelines, doing the same thing. And then it's not his job to know the game plan. Why do you have 3 guys running to the official, 3 guys running at the official, 2 of them doing this, saying, I'm the guy?
Yep.
I would answer if you guys would stop talking.
Okay, you get 30 seconds and go.
No, my name is everywhere on this. I talk as long as I want. Listen. You know anything about football, they have different blocking packages, different schemes that they run. Number 72 is not reporting. He is running onto the field. The offensive line is looking at him, and he is putting a number in the air because that is signaling a blocking package to that offensive line. Number 68 is literally standing in front of the ref. It is not number 68's fault that the ref is looking somewhere else on the field when he's clearly standing in front of him and the other guy's not doing anything. And the other guy that's running on the field is not doing this. He is calling a blocking package for the offense. The refs know that all teams do this. Every single team does that. And if it's not the refs' job to know the game plan, then why do they have meetings before the game to go over trick plays? They have to know these things. They check them out to make sure they're all good. Number 68 is literally standing there saying, reporting. They did everything that they were supposed to do.
Oh, this is stressing me out.
It's the ref's fault.
Take the shovel and put it down. You're wrong. Incorrect. Dude, you're so
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. They still made the playoffs. They still won the game.
It does matter, actually, because he just explained how it affected all these other teams.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The Packers probably would have lost.
There was an incorrect tripping call the play before, which was brought to my attention, not the play before, the series before, that they would have never got the ball anyway. So.
Oh my gosh, you guys are. I'm going to send you videos. Once we get off here, I'm going to send you guys all kinds of videos.
All right, great. Now all the people at home don't get. Okay. All right.
I'm going to send you guys all kinds.
We go back and forth with it.
Just because you guys talk louder because there's 2 of you doesn't make you more right.
No, I'm not more right. I'm just right. You don't have to be more right. We're just right.
And
it's okay.
By the way, we've already beat the Lions. We already beat down the Lions during Thanksgiving, so we would have been in the playoffs either way.
Boy, that head, man. Whew. You better be careful, man. Next week, we're going to see on the back wall next to the Packers, you're going to have a big head back there?
No.
A Bobby Drew big head?
Oh, you guys got me
Fat
fired
head.
up. Man. Jeez, I am steaming right now. I've never been in the same like, we're not even in the same room, but we're in the same virtual. I've never been in the same room with 2 people that are so wrong. Unbelievable.
Hey, do we want to do a poll and we can see if we're wrong or not and who's right?
Yeah. How many people?
Hey, all the listeners out there.
Wait a second. So let me ask you something. If just because a group of people say all right, now it's just majority rules.
Oh,
so if you guys are all wrong, but because you say you're right, what is going on here?
How about we look at the film? Just go to the tape.
I would love to sit down and look at the film with you guys. If it wasn't copyrighted and I could show it here, I would.
I'm calling Scott Van Buren or whatever his name is. He'll work this out for us. Where's Rich Eisen when you need him? Am I allowed to say those names?
I'm going
sponsor.
to here. I want you guys. This is what I'm going to send you. But anybody that's listening, go listen to Rex Ryan's take on the Detroit Lions call.
Rex Ryan.
Now you're worried about Rex Ryan? Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Oh, that guy and his teeth. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I
Rex
can't
Ryan.
stand. No, I don't like Rex Ryan.
Bro, Rex
Well,
Ryan. Yeah,
He
please.
he made a lot of good points.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
No, he
did.
didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
But he did.
I have no confidence in Rex Ryan.
Who is Rex Ryan anyway?
Well, he was the
He's
head
the
coach
guy-
for the Jets for a
He's
while.
the guy with the super white teeth. He used to coach the Jets or something. And when you
Yeah.
see him now he's one of the talking heads on one of
Yeah.
the shows, and when he smiles, it's like
Yep.
it's like blinding. His teeth are so white.
Unbelievable.
Am I thinking of the right guy?
Yeah, you're thinking of the right guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're talking about
man.
somebody totally different, but go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Shannon in the comments said there's a reason Rex Ryan isn't coaching any longer. Yeah, neither is Bill Belichick. So
Oh, that hurt.
yeah,
Ooh, that was brutal, man.
yeah. Let's use that one. Dave, what are you doing?
I can't get it on.
Oh, man, I
Forget
need to
it.
get my Patriots helmet. Zach, give me your Patriots helmet. Hurry.
Oh man, but so yes, where were we at? The Lions. The Lions beat the Rams
Jeez.
24-23. What a rabbit hole we just fell through.
It was a close game.
Oh my gosh.
What up?
That makes your head look even smaller, bro. What are you doing?
Huh?
Oh
Yeah, but
man.
see,
Whose helmet is that?
We get the official size helmets, but I have no hair to help hold it in place.
Oh jeez. Oh, well, let me look at this. I'm gonna pull this up for us here real quick.
Good, I'm gonna keep this on now. I like it.
Yeah, you should keep that on.
Yeah, it'll hide the things. But it's
So Lions beat the Rams 24-23. Puka Nacua is that guy.
Yes, he is.
He is amazing. That guy is let me pull up we know what the schedule is for next week, right? Let's see.
Well, yeah, we should except this game.
Yeah, the schedule's already up now.
Whoever wins this game is going to play in the Lions, right?
Correct.
Man,
So
how do you feel about that, Dave? If the Bucks win, do you feel like you could take on the Lions?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
You really think that?
Yes.
The Bucks don't have a
Yeah.
prayer.
Yes, we'll beat the Lions, and then the week after that, we'll be playing the Packers. And then the Bucks will be going to the Super Bowl.
Wait, so you think the Packers beat the 49ers?
Yeah, absolutely, because I want to play the Packers in the NFC Championship game.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
It would be pretty cool.
It won't happen, but still, it'll probably be
Hey,
49ers and Lions.
You never know.
Bro, what if the Lions go to the Super Bowl? You remember what I said on our first podcast this year about the Lions?
What was my Super Bowl prediction too, all throughout even our fantasy football talking? What are the two teams?
Ravens, 49ers?
No. Child, please.
Who was it?
Ravens, Lions.
Oh.
And I did say it, and it's in. I can go back and pull it up too. But if you look in the feed, you'll see it. Ravens and Lions are my pick. I even said it on our podcast too.
You did.
Bro, I could see the Lions getting there.
I can too. I'll tell you what, man. I mean, all joking aside, I know San Francisco, they're San Francisco, but man, the way the Packers played, I don't know. And I don't know, man. It's
Jordan Love, he's throwing dots, man.
Yeah,
beginning of the season, he missed some throws, but that game yesterday, the last few weeks, he's putting the ball like right where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I actually do. My pick is going to be, I hope the Packers win because I want to see if there's going to be laughter and outrage like there was with the Packers beating the Cowboys if the Packers beat the Niners. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be like, oh, Packers beat Niners, and then they move on. So is it just the Cowboys fans, or is it because we hate people hate the Cowboys fans so much? You know what I'm saying? Because let's just say the Eagles are going to lose tonight too. The Bucks are just going to beat them. Is it going to be outcry tomorrow that the Eagles are trash? Like they need to go away? There won't be any outcry like there is with Cowboys. And I think again, it's because Cowboys fans are so delusional. They got to win something first. They have to.
it would be interesting, like, for the 49ers, like for all the analysts, for instance, the Cowboys, they lose to the Packers, and they're over here talking about how bad the Cowboys are. I understand why, because, the fan base, all that stuff. I get that. But then for the 49ers, if they lose, is it going to be where they switch the script and be like, man, the Packers are playing so good and they just beat the 49ers? Or is it going to be, man, the 49ers are a joke? They have a powerhouse and they weren't able to do anything with it. So that'd be interesting to see. But we have to beat the Pack. We have to beat the 49ers first before any of that takes place.
Hey, can we go back to my Lions real quick? Because I saw a comment from Shannon that with Jared Goff shows up. And Goff was on my fantasy team. And did I not say when Goff plays indoors, he does what? Really good. If Goff goes out in the elements, he's really bad. So I think Goff, he will show up, especially if it's at home. I'm okay with Goff. But, man, if they got to go to San Francisco, I don't see the Lions winning just because it's outside. Goff is an indoor kind of guy. And good thing hey, wait a second. Bobby, you said every playoff game should be in a dome. Goff should be your quarterback forever.
I didn't say that.
So good.
I did not say that. I said, do you think it should be? That's what I said.
Okay. All right.
That's what I said.
Okay. All right.
Let's
well,
make
who
our
asked the question if they don't already know the answer? I mean, honestly.
I ask questions that I'm interested in the
No,
answer.
you ask a question and only you would have asked that question. Ain't nobody else in these 8 billion people in this world would have asked such a silly question.
Possibly Mike McCarthy.
Who's that?
Exactly.
I've lost track of what we're even talking about.
Oh, we're so off track right now.
Hey,
the Bucs
listen.
I'm still lost about
even,
the whole Lions Dallas thing.
Are people even watching this right now? Like, do we have any online viewers?
We do.
They should
be. Hello, everybody.
We have 300.
Shut up. Are you for real?
We have 3.
3?
He was like, what?
What?
Hey, Jordan Love. Zach with the stats. Jordan Love on this hot streak since week 11 has 18 touchdowns and 1 interception. That's regular season. That's not
right,
including playoffs.
Yeah, that was.
So that's 21. That's 21 now.
Yep. Hey, the Eagles have the ball again,
and they're down 13-0.
Yeah,
13-0. Let's make our picks real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we might call a little bit of the game, and then we'll get off of here in just a few minutes. So, the first game of Saturday, the divisional round, we have the Houston Texans versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
So we're going to make our picks and scores.
I mean, Baltimore's my Super Bowl pick coming out of the AFC, which I think is going to change now because I see how Buffalo's playing. But I still think the Ravens are going to win. I'd love to see. If I'm wrong, whatever. But I'm going to take Buffalo. I'm going to take Baltimore, and I'm going to take Baltimore 27, Houston 24. 27-24.
Oh, man. 27-24, Baltimore. All right. Dave, you want to pick?
I'm going to go the other way. I think I like seeing the Texans are on a hot streak. I want to see them keep it up. And, I mean, I think the Texans can do it. I think it'll be a much closer game than what we watched. Not that 3 points. I'm talking about much closer than the last game the Texans played. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, much closer game. It's going to be 24-25. No. I think Texans, oh, man, like 31-24.
Man, if Baltimore does choke like that, they're bigger chokers than the Cowboys because all you hear about is how great Lamar is and how great the Ravens are. Moving on.
Listen, I know somebody from Baltimore, and as a guy from my past, I couldn't stand that guy. So I don't like Baltimore. Just kidding. I love everybody. Okay, I have Jesus in my heart,
but not for
Baltimore. I don't know what it is. Whatever.
All right, Bobby, what do you got?
Oh man, honestly, I think it's 50-50. It can go either way, but just because CJ Stroud, I like the storyline of CJ Stroud. I'm going to take Houston over Baltimore.
The only one that took the Ravens. Wow.
And I'm going to say, man, that's a tough one. I'm going to say 31-28.
Wow, that's a lot of scoring. Okay.
31-28 Houston. All right. Zach, make sure you write all this down.
Yeah, that's your job there, unpaid guy.
Like,
the Saturday night game, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, by the way, just in case you were wondering. The Green Bay Packers just mopped the floor with the Dallas Cowboys. Meet the San Francisco 49ers in Santa Clara, our arch nemesis in the playoffs. I feel like every time that we get eliminated, it's because of the 49ers. But that was with Aaron Rodgers. We have a new buck in town named Jordan Love on a hot streak. Oh, man. Who are you guys taking on this one?
No, you start this. This is your call.
Well, of course, I'm taking the Packers. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers over the San Francisco 49ers, which feels wrong. But so did the Dallas one, so who cares? I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers over the 49ers. Man, we just dropped 48 on the Cowboys. The 49ers have a great defense too. I honestly believe the 49ers defense is better than the Cowboys. So I don't think we're going to be able to put up 48. But, man. Oh, man, I'm going to say Green Bay. I'm going to say Green Bay 34-24.
What?
Ooh,
Yes.
Gets them by 10. How is Mr. Irrelevant going to be against the Packers defense?
Oh, okay.
That's what it's going to come down to.
Brock Purdy, he's going to get sacked 3 times.
Okay.
And he's gonna go 22 for 28. A lot of dump off and screen passes. 22.
Are you writing this down, Zach?
And he's gonna have 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
One of which will be a pick 6. All right, I'm going to go with the Packers just because, hey, I went against them last week, so whatever. I don't even care because if I'm right, I don't win nothing. If I'm wrong, who cares? We're not even going to talk about it. So Packers win 24. No, wait. 24-21.
All right, let me bring some normalcy. Everybody out there.
I just pulled that out of the top of my head.
My 2 cohorts here. I don't know what is in Celsius drink, but
what?
The score you said, Bobby, are you crazy?
I'm the funny guy, remember?
Yeah, well, no, you're just whatever. Guys, as much as I want to see the Packers get there also, the Packers are going to lose. They're going to lose handily. They're going to lose 27-13. Some guy named CMC is going to show Aaron Jones what a real running back's supposed to do. Deebo Samuel's going to run wild. Just being honest. Brandon Ayuk's going to have a great game. Purdy's only going to throw the ball like 4 yards down, and then they're just going to run the ball. And it's going to be 27-13 Niners, and the Packers' dream is over.
That's actually an interesting score, 27-13.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't accept it.
I don't accept it either.
34-24 Packers. Listen, did you think the Packers were going to put 48 up against the Cowboys?
Nope.
Did you think the Packers were going to hold the Cowboys to basically 16?
Hold on, look, that blind squirrel just found a nut. He's not going to find it again. Dude, come on.
Oh, man. All right.
All right,
well, you heard it here. Heard it here. Brian's wrong.
Packers win.
All right, let's move on to the AFC. The matchup the last matchup of the AFC. Oh, where is it? I can't find it. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills finally get the Chiefs at home. And AFC East, 4 time in a row champs ever since Brady decided to leave because Belichick's an idiot. I'm going to tell you right now, Buffalo is going to absolutely mop the floor with Kansas City. What other words did we say? Mop the floor, destroy. Not
Hands
even
down.
close. They're going to handle them. I don't even, at this point, I mean, I nailed it. I mean, I'm going to say it right now. Buffalo is going to beat them 35-17.
35-17. Ooh, hey, wait a second. We got some scores coming in the comments. I apologize. I wasn't looking at the comments. Bob Lissell says Packers 24-21. And Shannon Eva says the Ravens defense is scary. They are scary.
Yep.
But 24-21. Isn't that what you said, Dave? 24-21?
He doesn't
I don't remember.
I knew it.
Me neither.
Yes, that's what I
Jesus.
said. And let me tell you what's going to happen with this Buffalo Bills game, because the Bills are going to win. And finally, I don't want to see the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs anymore. You know what it's going to be more of? More of great passes from Patrick Mahomes. They get dropped by his receivers and his backs. They don't catch the ball, and it's going to bite them eventually. Josh Allen, bro, did you watch him play today? He is so good.
He's all right.
He is good. He's got the better team. I think they're going to win. They are going to win, and it's going to be a high-scoring game. Watch it.
Have you heard of Jordan Love?
Can we move on,
no.
please?
We're not.
Nobody cares anymore.
Bills are going to win 21-13.
Wait, how much did you say?
21-13.
21.
Bills are going to win. Yep.
Wow. Man. Brian, what did you
I know
say?
what I'm talking about.
Except for when you don't.
Brian, what did you say?
35-17.
I'm not that far off of you, bro. I may
Bro,
be
you
the
said
only one here
21.
that's actually been to a Super Bowl.
I'm going to knock your socks off.
What does that have to do with what does that have to do with anything? I've been to 4 professional sporting events, okay?
Whoa.
Have you been to an NHL game?
I have.
Yes, of course
Have
I
you been
have. I
to
had to think what the NHL stood for a second.
Isn't that NASCAR?
Have you been to an NBA game?
Listen,
Oh, I have.
bro, hang on.
That's a basketball.
Bobby Drew, what's your pick?
Well, I'm going to knock both your socks off, all right? You both are wrong. You got the winners right. The Bills are going to win. Bills are going to win, but your scores are way off. 41-10 Bills.
What?
I would be happy to watch that game. That would be a fun game to watch.
41-10.
Hold on. When 2 or more agree on one thing, the Lord is in them. So let's all agree right now. 41 to 10. Jesus doesn't care a lick about sports, but anyway, 41-10.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. 41-10 Bills.
There we go.
And then the last one will be the NFC matchup for it's the 4:30 game or something like that.
Yeah, the Lions are this game.
It's going to be the Lions versus most likely the Bucks. And oh my gosh, Cade, is that Cade Auden?
Cade Auden, my buddy. Why didn't he catch that?
I think I'm watching the Chiefs over here. They're dropping all these passes.
I'm calling him, and I'm going to say, "What's up, dude? Why didn't you catch that ball?"
Oof. All right, so let's do our picks here. For the Detroit Lions, if the Bucks win and they are completely healthy, who would you take?
My heart says the Bucks. I got to root for the Bucks. The Bucks are my team, just like the Packers are yours. I think honestly, I think the Lions are going to beat. It doesn't matter who wins this game. The Lions are going to win the game. That being said, I'm going to pick the Bucks to lose against the Lions. I can't. It hurts my feelings. And the Lions are going to score a lot, too. They're going to score probably 45 points. No, not that much. 38.
Whoa.
38 points against the Bucks. And the Bucks are going to score a lot too, but only 21.
Wow, that's a fair. I mean, that's
It's all field goals, by the way.
I mean, that was pretty close to what I was thinking. I mean, I have the Lions winning. I don't care who comes out. I had the Lions win. If it's the Bucks, I have the Lions winning 34-23. If it's the Eagles, I had the Lions winning 35-13. This Eagles team can't score. They just, and especially if AJ Brown doesn't come back, like if they were to beat the Bucks somehow miraculously this week without AJ Brown, they can't. They're not going to go into that place. Is so loud. Like they're not going to Detroit, and you can't even communicate. Like you can't communicate at all. So I got. Go ahead.
You see Jalen Hurts' finger?
Yeah.
Broken finger. Oh, I've done that before where your fingers are like pointing the other direction. Oh, that hurts so
out
bad.
there looking like Booger McFarland all sideways and everything.
Yeah, that hurts, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna take if the Bucks win, I'm still taking Lions 34-17.
Okay.
If the Eagles somehow win, I'm gonna take the Lions 34-10.
All right.
As far as this game tonight, we all picked the Bucks, didn't we? Last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 100%
so far we're winning.
So that's our picks for this week for the divisional round. I think so if we go back, let's try to remember. Let's try to put our brains together. So for the wild card round, I was wrong in the first two games. I was wrong on the Rams game. I got the Packers right. I picked the Bills, so I got that one, and I picked the Bucks. So I would be, 3 out of 5? Or no, there's 2, 4. Yeah, 3 out of 5, right?
Yeah, I only got the Bucks. I only got the Cowboys game wrong.
Oh, really? Yeah, you did.
I got the Cowboys game wrong. I got where's the scores? I don't even remember who played. My brain is fried.
Yeah, I'll put it up there. Let's see.
Texans beat the Browns.
Oh, I picked the Texans. So I got that one. I got the Lions. I got 2 right, and then I think we all got this one right. So we'll see what happens. Wide open.
We're still to that. Oh Lord.
Dude, just let that sink in. Yes. I love that so much.
Oh boy.
Why was he jumping?
Because it was a bad throw.
It was that open.
I believe it was a broken play if I remember right.
Yeah. Love was
and Jordan Love threw it off like his tippy toes, like he just chucked it up there, and Luke Musgrave actually had to stop. So like he was in the middle of like coming back to it, awkward position, but he kept his feet and scored, because if you're that wide open and you don't score, there's probably something wrong with you. All right. I don't know what you guys are looking at, but I got 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the Tampa Bay and Philadelphia game. I don't know if that's what you guys got. Probably not. Brian's probably ahead of us. He's in the future. But McLaughlin right now is lining up for a 48-yard attempt on the right hash. He kicks it, and it is good. So the Bucks are up 16-3 now with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Wow.
Hang on. And it's good.
Oh, that's so good.
He just kicked it.
Oh, man.
How is this? This is so weird, man. How like we're all watching the same game, but all our different feeds are like delayed somehow.
I don't know how it all works. Every time I'm in the NFL app and I'm watching a game, it's always delayed. Like I don't know.
Well, it's coming through an app, so it's not.
Where did Brian go? Brian,
you're in the dark. Turn the lights back on, bro.
What happened, dude? I don't know where he went.
Is
I hope
he
he's
gone?
okay. I hope he's all right. Oh man, I don't. Zach said, "What was everybody's score for the Ravens Texans?" I don't know, man. I can't remember. Honestly, I don't remember what we were just talking about. I'm still heated about the Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys.
Can you see me now?
No, we hear you though. I can't even believe we have 3 people watching us.
All right, good.
No, we have 5. There's 5 people watching us right now.
Zach, the stat guy, was wanting to. He didn't know what the scores were. I told him I'll tell him later.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't remember the scores either.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the tape along with that Lions game a week
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Uh-huh.
Because our plan for this show is big, right? We only have 5 people on right now, but we're going to keep going. We're always going to. They say consistency, and they mean that like 1 stream a week. If we can do 1 stream a week, that would be awesome. But we're going to keep pushing on. We're going to keep doing this. Keep growing our presence on the interwebs. But, and in the comments, if you guys want to, yeah, come on, Zach, do your job. But in the comments, if you guys want to comment, that's cool too. But from you guys, I was thinking about some merch for the Bobby Drew Show. And of course, we want t-shirts. That would be cool. How do you guys feel about car, like bumper stickers?
I will never put a bumper sticker
Me
on
either.
my car.
Me either.
I've never done.
Nope.
I've never had a bumper sticker before.
But I will put them on other people's cars in the Walmart parking lot.
A
There you
little, not a bumper sticker per se, but I would do little decals. I would never do a bumper. I would put it like on the corner of the top back windshield or something. But
like a
never.
window
Yeah.
decal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So Dave, you can do that?
I would do that.
Yeah, we can get
And
those.
I'm
We
talking,
got those.
talking small, I'm not putting anything
Yeah.
big, small enough,
Yeah,
but-
we got those. We got those for the business one time. They, I don't know. It's the kind of deal like when you're inside the car looking out the window, you can see right through it. But when you're on the outside looking at it, it's the whole logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So window decals, t-shirts, obviously. Maybe some. Oh, we should come up with a tie. We should make a tie that has the Bobby Drew Show logo all over it.
Or a tie clip.
Ooh. Oh yeah, like all cut out. Oh, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave does woodworking. He can woodwork the logo.
I don't know about that. I have to buy a tool.
Hey, there's a good reason to buy a tool.
Yeah.
Oh man, are we missing anything? Did we not cover anything? I think we covered everything.
No, I think we did good. I think we. I mean, we've been on here for like 17 years, so I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, almost.
Almost 2 hours of us arguing with each other. Best night ever.
It got so fun, man.
Oh, Nate said hoodies.
Hoodies. Yeah, for all you people up there in Kentucky where it's snowing, but not down here in Florida. You need like
guys
a
don't wear hoodies.
Speedo or something.
We wear hoodies to protect us from the sun.
Yeah, right. We need t-shirts, man. We need t-shirts. Bobby Drew crew.
Yeah, that's what. Well, if you guys subscribe to the YouTube, you're part of the Bobby Drew crew, and that's what it's all about. And so,
Hey, but if they subscribe, we should give everybody a decal. Send everybody a decal.
that costs money.
Yeah. Yes, but in order
We
to
need-
make money, you have to.
It costs money to make money.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. We need
Listen.
a sponsor. We're looking for sponsorships.
We do need sponsors. Hey, if there's anybody listening, you have a business and you want to sponsor us, we will put commercials into our show, 100%. And I don't know, I'll put your logo or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
we need a studio, and
Yes,
we
we
can
do.
be coming to you live from the whatever studio.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that guy just got rocked.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, he already got taken out in the ambulance in mine. So no, I'm just kidding.
They're already punting in mine. Oh,
Punting?
that guy just got rocked. First
Oh,
down,
it's-
though.
Oh, that's Julio Jones, isn't it?
Yeah, it is too. Yep.
Double,
Is he
is that
double zero? Look at his helmet.
Yep.
He's got the Aaron Rodgers look going on right there with his helmet.
Yikes,
He got
man.
hit hard, dude.
Dude, he got.
Yeah. Right to the chest.
Yep.
That's the kind of stuff that breaks your ribs. That knocks the wind out of you. Have you ever had the wind knocked out of you?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's
was actually-
rough, man.
I was playing
Boom.
football. I was in the Salvation Army Football League, and we were in practice. And this kid that was really good at football, I don't know why he did it. I actually know him still to this day. He works for the police department now. But this guy, for no reason, speared me with his helmet right to my gut. Like we were running like Oklahoma drills, right? And he just right in my gut. And I thought I was dying. I hit the ground. I'm 12 years old. I'm like, and my coach, like, I have tears coming down on my face. And my coach comes up to me, and he doesn't even care. He's just like, "You're all right. It's just the wind knocked out." I'm like, "Oh." He didn't care.
It's scary because it's like I can't breathe. I know what to do. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's been 2 hours. I think we covered everything. We put our scores in. We reviewed everything. This game isn't even entertaining anymore. I mean, it's just sad.
Yep.
If Philadelphia wins, I'm gonna be so upset.
Hey, they're talking about. Hey.
Oh, what a pass!
Oh man, I haven't seen it yet.
Sorry.
Oh man, what a pass!
Here it comes. He's dropping back. There it goes. Deep.
Now,
Oh my God.
if they score here, hey, who got the ball to start the game?
The Bucks.
Oh man, if Philly scores here, that might change things.
Well, the Bucks still would have enough time. There's still like 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, but don't forget Baker Mayfield is their quarterback. But he's okay though.
Well, they do 3 tush
No,
pushes.
they score. No, they scored.
Oh yeah, Dallas Goedert touchdown.
Yep.
Hey, look, Baker Mayfield is okay, but have you heard about Jordan Love?
All right, that we're gonna wrap up.
Oh.
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Yeah.
Brutal. I can't talk. I mean, I have no reason to talk here.
Yeah, you had a rough season.
You and your.
Oh well, yeah. Hold on
perfect.
1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to use 2 hands. Hold on. 5. Oh yeah, 6. 6 championships. I'm okay. Thanks.
I knew he was going to do that. Listen, they could have. Listen, the thing about the Patriots is, and the Patriots fans is, they could have 10 losing seasons in a row, and they're still going to do that.
Yeah, you're worse than Cowboys fans.
Nope.
Almost equal. I'm pretty sure they're equals.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I'm losing you guys. What? You guys are breaking up.
I think my AirPod's going dead. I can't. Hello?
That's it. Everything's dying on my end. The snow's got to us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you all later. You guys have a good rest of your night. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. The word. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of it. But we're done.
Adios,
Peace out.
folks. Later.
Love, peace.